That's good. Which takes me to the fourth question, which is very related.
Okay.
And that's about habits.
Habits.
Because habits, again, you don't expect a new habit to give you the reward immediately. It just needs that persistence behind it. Throughout your career, professionally as a priority and then personally, what habits you have developed years ago or recently that you think they are helping you? And what habits you have basically quit and saying, you know what, I've done this doesn't work, I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
If you walk me through that, what are the good ones and what are the ones that you decide, no, it's not good for me? Again, it's not for everyone,
Yeah.
but for you.
I've actually got, I've got two habits which are sort of related and can work against each other a little bit. So I've got a real hard, my father's like a very hard worker. He is, I guess physically and mentally, he just doesn't stop. So he'll just keep, there's a lot of like younger people who, can't keep up with him. And he still works as a Boilermaker, welder, fabricator, and he just puts in effort, every hour of the day. So I personally, having spent time in my professional career and, outside of work as well, I work really hard. I find it difficult to sit still, and that's where I guess the other habit is. Sometimes it is important to. So a good habit of mine is, I've got a hard work ethic. I'm always trying to, self-improve and improve like things in the area around me. But I guess there's a balance between working hard and like trying to get results and actually sort of like sitting back and having patience, and sometimes it can be more effective to not do anything. It sounds counterintuitive, but even in your work life or your home life, sometimes it's right to work hard and get something done and meet a deadline. Other times the right thing to do is just to wait and just to to
refresh,
to pause on a decision, or not buying that long lead item for whatever reason. So I think as I've grown older, I've developed a habit to sort of to pause, reflect, and to do nothing, which is sort of contradicts the work ethic inside me, because I want to, work hard, get things done, make decisions, see progress. It seems straightforward, but in practice, it's definitely not straightforward, because in organizations you see people working hard on something that, probably doesn't require any work. They're just, and then you see other people who aren't working very hard at all in general.
Any personal habits you have?
Probably one for me is I had a period where I was, playing football, I was boxing, wrestling, and I trained for 2-3 hours a night. And I had a period where I decided to go back to uni, and that all fell off, and I was doing absolutely nothing. And I would used to like run sort of competitively against myself to try and, run faster and run longer and all that sort of thing. And a couple of times I'd have a period of like 3 months where I'd do nothing, and I'd go, I'll start running again. And the first one's an easy one. The second one, you go, I'm going to run faster and faster. And you end up doing an injury because you've, gone too hard too fast. I still have, even today, I'll work for long periods and not do enough exercise. But some mornings I still wake up and I just do, 5-10 minutes of something. I don't think I've never optimized that habit yet. That's still what I'm working on. But yeah, I think physical activity is important. Your health is important.
Yes,
trying to eat good food. It's hard to eat good food all the time.
Because of demand of life, right?
Yeah, the demands of life. But again, I don't think it's constructive either to put the pressure on yourself that all of a sudden you have to like eat the same amount of calories every day, or go for a run every single day. It's difficult. People know what the good habits are, but I guess in the presence of life and life's demands, actually putting them into practice every single day is difficult. I think you do a good job of it.
I try. Any bad habits you realize that, you know what, that I had enough of this, it's not helping, and I need to be cautious of it?
Yeah, probably just again like eating the wrong foods, alcohol. Again, people don't need to be told about it, but like we all know that, you know, if we're having a few beers every night, we might be okay, we might be fully functional, but we're probably not getting like enough sleep, or
Yeah, true.
the right quality of sleep.
That's right.
We know that if we eat chicken nuggets every night and a bowl of ice cream, that
Delicious.
we're probably not going to be performing optimally, and we'll probably have a bigger belly and not feel so good about ourselves. It's probably more powerful than developing a good habit is recognizing when you're developing a bad habit. So you start to notice like, this is the 5th night I've eaten a bowl of ice cream, and then, you know, the next night you have to really force yourself, okay, I'm going to have a night of ice cream tonight, and